I'm going to go over the GN trade that I called. Can you guys see the group chat?
Yeah.
All right. The reason I'm showing you guys the trade again is because I want you guys to focus on the R ratio, right? The risk to reward ratio that we use on GBP and ZD, right? The R ratio is what going to keep you in the game for the long term. Look at the stop loss real quick, right? We're risking about minus 60 pips on the stop loss to make 450 pips on TP1 and 645 pips on TP2, right? So which means based off this trade only, we actually, what's the R ratio on this? Let me do the math real quick for you guys. Guys, that's almost a 1 to 8 R ratio, right? Having a good R ratio means, guys, you can literally lose 3, 4, or 5 trades in a row. By just winning 1 or 2 trades, you'll be back at break even or in profit, right? So that's definitely going to keep you guys in the long term because we will be losing trade, right? And this is why I'm not worried when I be taking losses because I know I have a good R ratio. Doesn't matter if I'm on a crazy losing streaks, 3, 4 trades in a row. It doesn't matter if I lose them. I know the minute I win the next 2 trades, I'll be back in break even or even in profit, right? So having a good R ratio is very crucial, guys. In no way on earth I would have called this trade risking minus 60 pips to catch 50 pips at TP1 or even to catch 60 pips at TP2. I would never take a setup like this, right? Or our ratio at least has to be 1 to 3, bare minimum 1 to 3, right? So that's why we always be catching big plays because we go for the big moves, right? We ain't trying to catch 20, 30 pips. No, that's not how we trade, right? If we're risking 60 pips, we're going for at least 60, 60. We're going for at least 20 pips, bare minimum, right? That's why we're currently up about 300 pips on GN right now. 2 of our entries are in pretty much at break even, right? I just wanted to show it to you guys real quick that it is very crucial to have a good R ratio, right? Just keep that in mind, right? If you guys are trading on your own, make sure whatever you're risking, you're trying to make 3 times that, right? It's like if you're risking $1, make sure you're trying to make $3 if that $3 if that makes sense, right? And if you keep doing it like that over time and over time and over time, you'll be trading 10, 20, 40 years down the road. You'll still be in the game trading and in profit. Guarantee you guys, right? So I'm just going to share the GN trade that I called, and I'm going to go over it one last time because I want you guys to really learn from it, right? As you guys can see, we're in deep profit, right? And we're not even halfway there to TP1 yet, which is crazy. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you guys been in the group for over a month, you should know by now that we actually waited for literally, I'm not even playing, guys. We waited for like at least a whole month for this setup, right? As you guys may know by now, I always start my analysis on the monthly time frame, right? So I'm going to grab my key levels, right? I'm just going to place my support and resistance levels, right? I'm going to place one right here because I know this is a good support level. Or you can even start down there as well if you want, right? You can place one here, right? This is a good support level, right? Reject, reject, reject. The market finally went above GN, came back to retest it, close above it. Since then, it's been going up, right? And then you can add a couple more lines as well. This can be a good resistance level, depends on how you're looking at it, right? Reject, 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 finally went above it, came back to retest it, and now it's currently going up as well, right? So on the monthly time frame, guys, all you got to do is, especially we are trying to swing trade a GN, so it is definitely crucial for you to look at the monthly time frame when it comes to GN, right? So this can be a good resistance level, right? And then we can add one in between as well. And that's all you have to do for GN on the monthly time frame, right? So now you can go to the weekly time frame, right? The weekly time frame, if there are like a couple lines that you can add, sure, go ahead. But as you can see on the weekly time frame, the lines from the monthly time frame are still pretty much valid on the weekly time frame. Right? There's not much to do on the weekly time frame, right? Look at this, guys. Went all the way above it, came back close above it, and so on and so on and so on. And then the market came back to that support level, right? Couldn't go below it. And then we got in and now it's currently trading up, right? Obviously, we have over 3 confluences why we took the GN trade, but we'll talk about that on the daily time frame, right? All right, guys, this is the daily time frame. This is where we actually pay the most attention when it comes to the market, man. This is where we actually, look for the trend, place our key structures and place the fib, and this is where we be making money, right? So this is a daily time frame. As you guys can see, GN was trending down for quite a bit on a daily time frame, right? If you grab sometimes it is really good to look on the left side to see what happened, right? So that can give you a good idea to see what's going to happen on the right side, right? On the left side, if you grab your trend line on the left side, you can clearly see that GN was on a heavy downtrend, right? Touch, drop, touch, drop, touch, drop, touch, drop, touch, drop, touch, drop. And finally, when above the downtrend, came back to retest it. And since then, it has been trending up. So that only can be a good confluence that GN is bullish and you should be looking for nothing but buys only, right? And then now we are focusing on what's going on right now, which is GN. Right? As you guys can see, GN is currently trending up. Yet again, you guys should be looking for nothing but buys, right? As soon as you get the trend right on the daily time frame, man, I must say it again over and over and over again. The only way you should lose this trade is if you're not patient enough, right? Because once you get the trend right, guys, when it comes to day trading, there are only two things that you can do. It's either you buy or you sell. So you definitely have to pick a side, right? So it's always best to pick the right side, which is the current trend of the market. If it's bullish, you buy. If it's bearish, you look for sales. And that's all there is to it, right? This can be a third confluence that we use. All you have to do is start marking your key structures, right? This is a low, right? And then the market went all the way up to give you guys a what right here. You got the low, you got the what?
You got the high.
Exactly, you got the high. And then the market dropped to give you guys a what?
High low.
A higher low. And then went all the way up to give you guys a what? Right here.
Yeah, yeah.
A higher high. Exactly. Right? The beauty about the strategy is this thing's going to keep on repeating itself over and over and over and over again, right? Let's see if you guys were looking, let's see if you guys saw the market give you a low, went all the way up to give you a high, and then it dropped to give you a higher low. And what would you guys do to actually look for a buy on this setup? And the market went all the way up to give you a higher high. You got the low, you got the high, you got the higher low, you got the higher high. What would you guys do to look for the entry price?
Chase a fib. Look for the
Exactly.
fib then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We grabbed our fib retracement. We waited an entire month for this move, guys. We grabbed our fib retracement, placed it from the most recent higher low, right, to the most recent higher high. Guess what, guys? The market came to our golden zone, which is a 61.8%, created the next structure, right? And then we'll place the buy right here, right, guys? And we're currently in profit. That's all there is to the strategy, right? Trend, structure, and fib for the entry price, and we're done, right? The sweetest spot is 61.8%, but if the market respects the 50%, give you like 3, 4 touches at the 50%, then we'll probably add one entry, right? But the 61.8%, that's the sweetest spot. That's the sweetest spot, right? That we look forward to getting, right? Look at this, guys. Beautiful structure, beautiful trend, and we use the fib as the entry price, right? We got the low, got the high, got the higher low, got the higher high, and we got the higher low again. And that's where we got in, and we're currently in profit. And we're going to target the previous higher high as TP1, which is where the 0% is at, right? And then minus 27% is going to be our TP2, because we know if the market is trending up, it should be giving you a higher high. Just like the market give you a higher high from this, right? It's definitely going to give you another higher high at the minus 27% as well, right? And then I'm going to show you guys the same thing that happened prior as well, right? If you grab your fib retracement again, right? You place it from the low to the high. I can guarantee you guys the market stop at the 61. Look at that, guys. Stop at the 61. Went all the way up to smash TP, right? The previous high to smash TP at the previous high, which is a 0%, and then went all the way up again to create the higher low to smash TP2. That's the same move that we got in, right? Remember also, guys, I told you from the last session, the minute the market smashed TP2 at minus 27%, it's going to do what?
Trace.
It's going to retrace. That's all. And so that means we still have a long way to go with GN. This is a swing trade. We're going to be patient. This is going to be TP1 right here at the 0%, right? And then it's going to be TP2 at minus 27%, guys. That's all there is to it. That's a beautiful setup. It took us a long time to wait for the setup, but it's currently paying off. And like I said, guys, if you're patient, you're definitely going to be making money in the market 1000%, right? So you guys got any questions on GN?